Now moving on to another subject, you were with a well-known fighter, Andre Berto, who tested positive for steroids. Can you elaborate on that situation and where are you guys at? You still working together or whatnot?
Well, the reason I agreed to work with Andre in the first place was because he came here to the Bay Area and trained at Undisputed Gym. I've had lots of opportunities. I won't go into the names, but some of the biggest names in all of boxing have come to me and say, well, will you go to Mexico? Will you come to Los Angeles? Will you go here? Will you go there? I'm not a hired gun. That's not what I do. I'm 62 years old. I'm semi-retired. If they want to come here, and my office, Snack, is just right down the street, on the same street here as Undisputed, so it's very close. And if they want to bring their camp here, and it's something that works with the other team members, Nonito and his team, then that's the reason Berto came here. He trained a couple of days, we talked, he liked it, so he brought his 8-week camp here. And then thereafter, they decided that they would move the camp to Los Angeles, so I was at a distance. I did go to the camp one day, then he got injured, then he went back to Florida, and the next thing you know, instead of routinely being monitored with the blood and urine testing by me and taking the supplements that I would recommend, he started taking all sorts of other things, and you know, next thing you know, he got introduced to something. I do believe it was contamination. Could have been from a steroid, could have been from a supplement, could have been from a food. He went down to Mexico, you know, right before he went back and got this positive test before he went home to Florida. So I don't think he's even sure where he got it. I've heard of a number of different supplements that he was taking, that, you know, the deer antler spray and all sorts of wacky stories have emerged. Whether this is true or not, you know, once you get a positive drug test, a lot of people say a lot of things. So I just, you know, decided that I would come forward, make a statement that I didn't have anything to do with the products that he took. All the athletes that I work with that take my products, like Nonito, like Marlena Esparza, who's an Olympic athlete who just won a bronze medal at the Olympics, they're routinely tested by USADA and VADA. Nobody's ever tested positive. So it has nothing to do with anything that I gave to him. He just, as I said publicly, you know, sometimes my kids don't listen to me either. They go off and do crazy things, and he somehow got exposed, and so he had to, that fight was canceled. It was a very, you know, bad outcome. You know, my opinion is the worst aspect of these positive drug tests, and as you know, we've had a couple, Lamont Peterson and Andre Berto, is the fighters on the undercard. You know, they train, they work hard too, and then all of a sudden the fight's canceled. And so it's not just the promoters that lose money. That's a very bad aspect. But I really feel for these fighters on the undercards that lose their opportunities as well.
All right, thanks a lot.
You're welcome.